Let's talk about AOC right now. My, oh my. Girl's gotten herself into some drama. She tried to pretend that she was a Bronx girl and then got called out. She found and now she's finding out. AOC, this is by the New York Post, breaks silence on Suburban Yearbook pic but still clings to Bronx girl claims, embarrassing herself. This is the yearbook photo that got her embarrassed here because she was making about being a Bronx girl. Lefty firebrand Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez spoke out on her Suburban High School yearbook pic, but still continued to dodge her Westchester County upbringing, saying, "I'm proud of how I grew up and talk about it all the time," and apparently lies about it all the time, too. "My mom cleaned houses and I helped. We cleaned tutors' homes in exchange for SAT prep. Growing up between the Bronx and Yorktown deeply shaped my views of inequality, and it's a big reason I believe the things I do today. Also, you got propagandized, my dear, to believe in socialist communist crap. Because they always say the same thing until they've taken over the country, and then you have a permanent state of emergency while they destroy the economy and everyone that lives in their society." But I digress. But the Democrat Congresswoman's Bronx girl claims have repeatedly come under fire, with folks in the northern Westchester community remembering her as Sandy Cortez from Yorktown Heights. Well, that's actually kind of a nice name. She's embarrassing herself for doing everything possible to avoid saying she grew up in the suburbs instead of the Bronx, State Assemblyman Matt Slater, Republican, said Sunday. She has said she visited extended family. She has said she commuted, Slater said. Now she's in between. It's clearly a desperate attempt to protect the lie that she is from the Bronx. Ocasio-Cortez, who represents part of the Bronx and Queens, traded online barbs with President Trump last week after she called for his impeachment of bypassing Congress for the Iranian strikes. And boy, did she come across as a petty. Now, Trump called the liberal firebrand one of the dumbest people in Congress, leading Ocasio-Cortez to rip it at the commander-in-chief in a series of tweets. She said, I'm a Bronx girl. You should know that we can eat Queens boys for breakfast, respectfully." She said in a reference to the president's Queens childhood. Ocasio-Cortez was born in the Bronx, but her family moved to Yorktown when she was 5 years old, and she went on to graduate from Yorktown High School in 2007, meaning she is full of but she wants credit for having been a baby someplace where she never really lived, is what it sounds like to me. The left-wing darling, who is 35 years old, has taken heat for her suburban Karenocracy roots since she pulled off an upset win in 2018 to burst onto the national stage.